Welcome to Gayatri Yoga, my friends. We'll begin today's practice from a comfortable seated position. So lower down to your hips, crossing your legs into an easy pose. And if it's uncomfortable for you to sit in your easy pose, you can elevate the hips, bringing the block under the hips, or you can send your feet slightly forward and have your legs in diamond shape, and maybe the knees will be a little lower. You can close your eyes for a moment and observe how you feel at the beginning of the practice. Lengthening through the spine, reaching through the crown of the head up to the ceiling, and softening through the shoulders. Taking a moment to observe how easy it is for you to sit in this pose, how your lower back feels today, your upper back, your shoulders, your neck, your hips. Expand your ribs as you inhale, softening as you exhale. Bring the palms to the heart center and take a moment to set the intention for your today's practice. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms up through the sides. And exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right side, lengthen through the crown of the head. And as you twist, you can see if you can bring your left shoulder towards the left knee. And maybe lift your right arm up. Keep both sit bones on the mat. Slowly return. Inhale, return to neutral. Exhale, twist to the left, lengthen through the crown of the head. Soften through the knees. Inhale and exhale. Keep twisting. Rotate your right ribs to the left side and reach your right shoulder to the right thigh. And maybe lift your left arm up and send the palm back as you press the right palm into the knee. Inhale and exhale, slowly rising up, returning to neutral. Bring the palms on top of the knees. Gently lift through the heart, widen through the collarbones. And exhale, slowly rolling the chin down, rounding your back. Inhale, lifting. And exhaling, grounding. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Soften through the thighs, relaxing your pelvic floor. Returning to neutral and now making circles with the torso. Observing how your lower back feels, waking up your lower back muscles, your obliques, your glutes, your hips, and reversing the movement. And now slowly lean forward, and you can bring the palms to the heart as you sink. Slowly begin extending your arms to the front of you. You can walk the palms to the right side. Keep rooting through the right sit bone and the left sit bone into the mat. Breathe into the left side of the body. And if you feel comfortable, you can lower your left shoulder down as you twist to the right side. Maybe the shoulder will not touch. Just keep twisting. And press your left palm into the mat, and it's going to help you twist a little deeper. Inhale and exhale, slowly return to neutral and walk the palms all the way to the left. Stretch through the right side of the body. And if you wish, you can thread your right arm under the left armpit and twist. Press your palms into the mat, and it's going to help you twist a little deeper. Inhale and exhale, slowly return to neutral. Open your palms out wide and begin moving your shoulders from side to side like a cobra. Staying low. And move very wide from side to side. And then slowly begin rising up. Waking up your whole back line, your side body. And returning to neutral. Bring your right ear towards the right shoulder and reach both ears down. You can flex the palms and reach them to the floor. Stretch through the left side of the body. And gently rolling down and to the left side. Gently rolling down and to the right. Exhale down and to the left. You can do a couple of full circles. And returning to neutral. Bring the palms to the back of your head and apply some pressure to the back of the head, and head is gently pressing into the palms, widen through the elbows. Inhale, lift, and exhale, slowly tuck in the chin and round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. One more time. Lift. Exhale, return to neutral. Bring your right palm to the floor and send the hips to the front. Bring the knees to the floor and stretch through the front of the body. Open the heart. Exhale, sink the hips down. Bring your left palm to the floor, circle the right arm to the front, and the left stretch through the front of the body. And exhale, lower the hips down. And now lift your left palm, stretch through the right side. Inhale up and through the right. Inhale. And now lift your left arm up and spiral your left ribs to the right side. Touch the floor if possible. Up. And now right arm is lifting and you spiral to the left. Observe how it feels on the lower back. Up and spiral. Up and spiral to the left. Slowly rising up, lift the knees and uncross the legs. Relax the feet, the ankles. Transition to your tabletop. Palms right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Roll the biceps out, spread the fingers. Send the hips back. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs round. And now send the hips to the front and sink the hips. Stretch through the front of the body and push the shin bones into the mat, lifting the knees. Exhale, lower the knees. Send the hips back. Find your child's pose. Inhale. Begin lifting your hips. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Stay around it. Moving to the front. And now sinking your hips. Stretch through the front of the body. And now press the shin bones into the mat. Press the feet into the mat. Knees are lifting. You're stretching through the front. You can gaze over the left shoulder. And then over the right. Return to neutral. Gently lower the knees down. Send the hips back into child's pose. And then again, draw the pubic bone towards ribs, creating your wave, moving to the front. And now stretch through the front of the body. Rip the mat apart with the palms. Press the feet into the mat, lifting your knees. Stretch through the front. And press the feet into the mat as if you're trying to drag the mat to the front, and feel the stretch in your belly. Exhale, lower the knees down. Send the hips back. And before you touch the heels, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Find your wave to the front. And align the shoulders over the wrist. Return to neutral. One more time. Send the hips back. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs round. And return to neutral. And now lengthen through the side of the body. Send the hips to the left. And right shoulder to the front. And now through the left side. Lengthen through the sit bones. Keep your core gently engaged. And now slowly curl the toes, lift the knees, reach your belly to the thighs, and slowly extend the legs. Walk the legs here, observe how you feel, and gently walk them all the way to the front. Inhaling, lifting your chest halfway up. And exhaling, folding down. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Straighten the legs. And exhale, soften the knees, fall down. And now keep your knees slightly bent and begin rolling up one vertebra by vertebra at a time. But don't go all the way to a straight position. Stay soft with your knees bent and your head hanging, your arms hanging, and you can gently swing from side to side and observe how it feels in your back, in your side body, and keep scooping the pubic bone towards the ribs. You can interlace the fingers and reach the palms away from you, and as you twist from side to side, keep reaching the palms away from you and observe how it feels. And now you can bend the elbows and rip the elbows, push the elbows into opposite directions as if you're trying to rip the fingers apart. And stay rounded, tucking the chin. And now push the palms away from you, lengthen through the elbows, extend the elbows. And when you're ready, slowly twist to the left and begin rotating your right armpit up to the ceiling. Observe how it feels on the right side of the body and slowly rising up, extending your legs and up and all the way to the right, slowly rounding, bending the knees, circling the palms down to the floor, returning to center, and now reversing, moving to the right. Press the palms away from you, stay rounded. Feel a nice stretch on the left side of the body, and then slowly begin staking your left shoulder on top of the right, extending your legs, rising up to standing, lengthening through the right side, leaning to the left. Rotate your right ribs to the left, soften through the knees, and push the palms away from you, rounding, and release the hold on the palms. Let yourself relax here. You can fold down, stay rounded, and then gently up, rolling down and up, and observe how it feels in the back body when your knees are soft, the hips are hinged, and you're rounded. And now slowly lowering down, bring the palms to the floor, and now lift the heels and squat all the way down and extend the legs. Lower the heels, lower the hips down, keep your heels lifted, inhale, and exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, gaze to the front, exhale, extend. Now lower the hips and see if you can bring the knees down and then lift up. And now you can extend the arms and see if you can do it without the support of the arms, and try to do it in a controlled way, lifting up and down. One more time, down and slowly up. Maybe you can lower the heels down, shift your shoulders forward, and when you're ready, press the feet into the mat, lift through the heart, and begin rising up to standing. Lift the arms up, bend the elbows 90 degrees, and stretch through the front of the body. Exhale, extend the arms up to the ceiling, bring the palms together and bring them to the heart. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms up and find your back bend. Exhaling, slowly folding down. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. And exhale, chaturanga, your knees, chest, chin, modification if needed. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, shift your hips back and up. Downward dog, walk the legs here. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Step it to the front, lower your back, heel down. Warrior one. Lift through the heart. Exhale, frame the foot. Step your right foot back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, shift your hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, step it to the front of the mat, lower your back, heel down, and rise up, warrior one. Lift through the heart. Exhale, frame your front foot, step your left foot back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, shifting your hips back, downward dog. Catch up with your breath. Soften through the knees, extend the legs, reach the heels down. Inhale, send the gaze to the front, exhale, step walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Keep compressing your belly to the thighs. Extend the arms to the front. Bring the weight towards the left foot and slowly rise up with your right thigh compressing to the belly. Flex the foot and you can pause here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly send your right foot back and transition into your warrior 3. Flex the foot, bend the knee, and pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bend the front knee and step your right foot all the way back. Finding yourself in your high lunge and bend the elbows, lift through the heart, send your right heel back. Inhale, and now exhale, extend the arms and extend your front knee. Exhale, sink and lift through the heart. And now slowly exhale, extend the leg, extend the arms. Inhale, bend the knee, lift through the heart. Exhale, extend the arms, extend the leg. One more time. Bend the knee and bend the elbows. Exhale, return to neutral. Bring the palms to the heart. Hinge halfway. Keep sending your right heel back and twist. If you need to lower your back knee down to the floor. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. Return to neutral. Bring your left palm to the floor. Lower your back heel down. Circle the right arm back and up and send it to the front of the room. Keep your shoulder gently pressing into the knee into the shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Slowly lift your right heel and lower the knee down, and you will find yourself in a 90-90 position. Keep reaching your right arm to the front and draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Press your right shin bone into the mat and push your left foot and left palm into the mat. Press the shoulder into the knee into the shoulder. And now send the hips to the front and back. You can move the arm if you wish. Inhale, reach your right palm to the front. Curl the right toes. Lift the right knee and bring your right palm to the floor, to the inner side of both palms to the inner side of the left foot. And now slowly lift your left heel. Compress the thigh to the ribs. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now twist towards the right armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. Extend the left leg. Bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale. Shift your hips back and up. Downward dog. Inhale, send the gaze to the front. Exhale, step walk or jump to the front of the mat. Relax here for a moment. Relax your head, your eyes, your eyelids, your lips. And now slowly bend the knees, gaze to the front. Try to keep the compression of the belly to the thighs and extend the arms to the front. Now bring the weight towards the right foot. Lift your left toes and slowly rising up, and keep your left thigh as high as possible. And pulse. 1, 2, 3. Soften through the shoulders. 4, 5. Keep your foot flexed and hips squared. And send your left heel to the back of the room and transition into your warrior 3. You can bend the left knee and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bend the right knee and step your left foot back. Keep sending the heel back. Lift through the heart. You can soften through the left knee, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. And as you bend the elbows, sink the hips a little lower and lift through the heart. Inhale, find your balance. And exhale, push the right foot into the mat. Extend the front knee and extend the arms. Inhale, sink the hips and lift through the heart. Find your balance. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend, send your left heel back. Exhale, extend. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, return to neutral. Bring the palms to the heart, hinge halfway and twist to the right side. Lower the back knee if needed. Inhale and exhale, slowly return to face the front. Now bring your right palm to the inner side of the right foot. Lower your back heel down and find your extended side angle stretch. And now slowly lift your left heel and lower the knee down. Be careful with the balance and stay twisted here to the left and push your right shoulder into the knee into the shoulder. Now press the right foot into the mat and sort of drag the mat to the back of the room as you move the knee to the front. Observe how it feels at the front of the ankle, in maybe your inner thigh, and return. And you can add movement of the arm and compare this side to the opposite side. Breathe. And now lower your left palm down. Walk your right foot slightly out. Press the palms into the mat. Lift your back knee. Send the left heel back. And now reach the heel to the glute. Compress the knee to the shoulder. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now twist to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Extend your right leg, flex the foot or point, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, stretch through the belly. Exhale, shift your hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Lower your back heel down and find your warrior 2. Extend the arms. Flip your front palm up. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale and rising up, and take your side angle stretch, or you can go into bind. Open the heart. You can stay here, or you can extend your right leg and breathe. Soften through the right knee, don't lock the knee. Inhale and exhale slowly. Bend the knee, release the bind, bring the palms to the floor and lower your left knee down. Find the twist to the right side. And now add your quadricep stretch. And you can allow the right knee to move to the right as you do a little back bend to the seating with the chest, and observe how it changes the quadricep stretch. Be careful with the knee and use the cushion under the knee if needed. And you can do gentle rolling. Just make sure the weight is not on the kneecap. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. And now frame your front foot, shift your hips back, keep your toes on the mat, lengthen through the sit bones. You can move to the front and back, to the front and back, front and back. And now bend the knees, sink the hips, uncurl the back toes, lift through the heart, bending your elbows, finding your back bend. And exhale, move to the front, bring the palms to the floor, shift your hips slightly back, and draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, rounding your back. You can move your heels slightly in, and as you sink the hips, allow the knee to move past the ankle, and observe how it changes your back bend. Sink the hips, lift through the heart. You can have the palms on the hips, and make sure they are squared. Lift through the heart. Send your shoulders back. And if you wish, you can bend the left knee and just use the strength of your hamstring and glute to reach it towards the back or the head. And slowly extend, be really careful. Engage the core, rise back up. And now bring the palms to the heart and add your twist. You can hook the forearm if you wish. And now lift your left arm up. Find your twisted back bend. Exhale, return. Bring the palms to the floor. And right palm to the inner side of the right foot. Curl the left toes. Press the palms into the mat, roll the biceps out, and now push the floor away from you. Lift your right foot. And maybe you can extend your right leg to the front. And now circle through the side and up into one-legged dog. Externally rotate the hip, bend the knee, lift the knee higher. And exhale, shift your shoulders forward, find your walking pose. Lift through the hips, stretch through the front of the body. And exhale, return into one-legged dog. Exhale, lower your right leg down. Inhale, lift your left leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Lower your back, heel down and rising up, warrior two. Extend the arms to opposite directions, gaze to the front. When you're ready, flip your front palm up and reverse the warrior. Slowly rising up, and either take the bind or take this variation. Stay with your forearm on top of the thigh. Open the heart. Inhale and see if you can extend your left leg. Folding down, and try not to sink like all the stretch into the inner thigh. If you press through the ball of the foot and focus on opening the hip, you will feel more at the front of the right hip. Inhale and exhale, slowly bend the knee, release the bind, and bring both palms to the inner side of the foot. Lower the back knee down and find the twist. And now bend the knee, reach for the foot, add your quadricep stretch, use the cushion under the knee. Push your left foot into the mat. And now you can externally rotate your left hip, allow the knee to fall to the left, and twist the chest to the left and up to the ceiling. Be careful with the right knee, make sure the weight is not on the kneecap, and use the cushion under the knee. Observe if this variation feels a little different. You can roll the mat if needed. Gently roll if you feel comfortable. And now slowly release the foot. And send the hips back. Soften through the front of the right hip. Keep your left toes on the mat. And now lengthen through the sit bones to the back of the room. Observe how it feels. Observe how it feels in the back of your right thigh. And now slowly bend the knee. Sink the hips and lift the arms up. Find your back bend. Engage the core, rising up. Bring the palms to the floor. Send the hips back and round your back. And now you can move your heel a little in towards you. Move the knee to the front. So the ankle, the knee is moving past the ankle. And sinking, observing how this feels. Stretch through the front of the right hip. You can have the palms on the hips. Lift through the heart and send your shoulders back. Wherever you are. And it's just an option. You can see if you can bend the knee. Be careful with the balance and reach the toes to the head. When you're ready, in a controlled way, rising up, lowering the foot down, and now lifting your right arm up and twisting here in your back bend. Inhaling, rising up, bring the palms to the heart and twist here. Inhale and exhale, slowly release the twist. Bring both palms to the inner side of the foot. Make sure you have enough space on the left side. Lift the right knee, send the right heel back. Lift your left foot. And see if you can extend and out through the side and up to the seating, finding your one-legged dog. Externally rotate the hip, bend the knee, shift your shoulders forward and find your wild thing pose. Stretch through the front of the body, open the heart. And exhale, slowly returning back. One-legged dog, and lower the leg down, walk the legs here, lengthen through the sides. And you can lift the heels and find your way to the front. And soften through the knees, back and up. Couple of times, lift through the heart, sending your hips back. Find your downward dog squat and sink your chest to the floor. Lower the knees down, uncurl the toes, find your child's pose. And now slowly glide the palms in towards the knees. Stay around it, tuck in the chin. You can hold onto the knees and send your spine back. You can roll the biceps in. Observe how it feels. And slowly lifting through the heart. Bring your right palm to the floor. Circle the left arm front, right and back. Stretch through the front of the body. Push the shin bones into the mat. And exhaling, returning. Bring your left palm to the floor. Circle the right arm to the left and back. Exhale, down. One more time, stretch. And if you wish, you can lift your right foot and see if you can lift the heel. Just observe. And lower. Lower the hips down and the left side. Stretch and lift the left heel. And lower, observe what's happening in your hamstrings. And now slowly draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Press the shin bones into the mat to lift up. And again, hinging. And now draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. And instead of leaning to the front, lean back. And observe how it feels and try to rise up. One more time, hinge halfway. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. You're scooping around in your back, and then you're curling towards the back And now slowly rising up. Let's do one more time. Hinge halfway, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, so you feel this roundness in your back. Engage the core, press the shin bones and lean back, and then rising up. And now lift your right arm and stretch through the right side, and up, through the left, and up, through the right, and up, through the left, and up. And now bring the palms to the floor. Step your right foot out. Keep your hip above the left knee. Send the hips back. And now draw the pubic bone towards ribs. Release the back. Move to the front. And bring your spine to neutral. One more time. Back. Scoop and round. Move to the front. And then lengthen through the sit bones. Lift your right toes. And again, send the hips back. Round. Move to the front. Return to neutral. One more time. Keep your toes lifted. Round and return to neutral. Now send the hips back and bring the hips next to the left heel. Rotate the chest to the thigh and fold wherever you are towards the right thigh. Stretch through the back body. Inhaling, lifting, bending the right knee, bring the knee in, and bring your left palm to the outside of your foot and your right shoulder under the thigh. Bring your right palm to the floor and stretch the leg. So maybe it's a little uncomfortable for you to have your left foot in the back. You can bring it to the front. And if you're not able to extend the leg, you could just lean into the leg, bring the weight of the arms to the leg and round and feel a very, very good stretch in your back. Or you can explore your compass pose stretch through the right leg, and then you will feel a good stretch on the left side of the body. Inhale and exhale, slowly release the shoulder, and we are going to do the opposite side. So you're stepping your right foot into the mat, lean forward, bring the right knee down, uncurl the toes, and extend the left leg out to the side. Make sure you have enough space, palms right under the shoulders, and you are keeping your right hip over the knee. Send the hips back, draw the pubic bone towards ribs around, and move to the front, lengthen through the sit bones. Back and round, lengthen through the sit bones. One more time, back and round, lengthen through the sit bones. And now lift the toes. Send the hips back, round, and move to the front. And then begin lengthening. Send the sit bones back, but keep your thigh externally rotated. Observe how it feels on your inner thigh and maybe hamstring. Again, send the hips back, round, move to the front, and then lengthen. And now slowly send the hips back and sink them all the way down. Rotate the chest towards the left thigh and fold. You can glide your right palm towards the outer shin, ankle, foot, and as you twist, you're sinking towards the thigh. Breathe into the right side of the body. Expand the ribs. Inhale, slowly lift the chest, and exhale, begin rising up, bending the knee, bringing the foot in, and you can bring your right foot in towards the groin. Bring your palm to the outside of the foot or the big toe. Bring your left shoulder under the thigh. You can round here for a moment and breathe. You can use your belt if needed. And now slowly begin extending the leg. Send the toes up to the seating slowly. Be careful with the shoulder. You can tuck the tricep into the ribs and then circle the elbow up. And then slowly extend the left leg wherever you are. Use the belt if needed. Observe the sensations. Inhale and exhale very slowly. Release. Bring your left foot down and create Butterfly, open your knees wide, hold on to the feet, and lean to the front, pulse the knees. And now send the spine back and reach your forehead to the feet, stay rounded, and reach your knees to the floor. And as you stay rounded, you can do little wiggles from side to side. And observe how it feels in your back. And now slowly begin diving your nose in to the feet a little more. You can have the palms like in prayer position, and then begin extending them to the front and sinking as low as you can, wherever you are. And reach the knees down. And now slowly glide the palms in towards you. Lifting through the heart. Rising up to seated. Bring the palms to the back. Rotate the fingers to the back of the room. And push the knees to the floor. And draw the pubic bone to the front of the room. And stretch through the front of the body, through your shoulders, through the chest. And now if you wish, you can sink the feet into the mat and lift the hips and keep opening your knees out. And observe how it feels on your inner thighs and the front of the hips. And very slowly, gently lower. And maybe you can move the feet slightly to the front, find a diamond shape, and observe how it would feel if you lift again the hips and stretch in this position, open your knees out. And very slowly, gently lowering down. And now rotate your right knee to the left. Bring the weight towards the left palm. And now push the feet into the mat. Lift the hips. And now try to stretch through the front of the body. So little semi-back bend. And exhale. Soften through the knees. Lower your left glute down. Bring your right palm to the floor. And now you roll a little to the left side. Push the feet into the mat and lift. As if you're going into a tabletop, and then lift into a back bend and try to straighten the knees, shift your shoulders to the front. And exhaling, lower, sink the hips down. Return, bring the palms towards the shin bones and rounding your back, very slowly lowering down one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Send your arms to the back of the room and squeeze the knees in. You can extend the legs and open them out to the side and lift. Just make sure you have enough space. You can do circles with right leg and then the left. And now lower the knees down, lower the feet down. Press the palms into the mat, sink the feet into the mat, direct the knees to the front and your hips are peeling. Feel the weight in your shoulders, in the back of your head, in your arms, the feet. And very slowly lower down. One more time, sink the feet into the mat, lift. And now lengthen through the right knee to the front, and your right hip would be lifting a little bit, and you're stretching here through the right hip. And now return, direct the left knee to the front, your right hip slightly sinking. And observe how it feels. Push the feet into the mat, lift a little higher. And now return, and very slowly begin lowering your spine down, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Direct the pubic bone towards the ribs, and keep your core very gently activated, don't squeeze it. And as you're folding down, feel your back relaxing. You're sinking your sacrum into the mat, and your knees are falling out to the sides. Extend your legs. And skin your body to make sure each and every part is completely relaxed. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. If you're ready to finish the practice, gently begin waking up your toes, your fingers. And rolling to the right side for a fetal position. And when you're ready, rising up to seated, keeping your eyes closed, staying connected to your practice. And take a moment to observe how this pose feels. Bring the palms to the heart and take a moment to be grateful for all the tension you were able to release today, for all the new energy you were able to cultivate. Thank you guys for joining me for this practice. I hope you feel great after this class. You enjoyed this sequence. Please share in the comments below how you feel. Until we practice again, namaste.